Hey everybody, it's John Bice in beautiful Sarasota, Florida, and I'm getting so many inquiries about Del Webb, Crestwind, 55 plus communities in our area. So I've got a video pulled up from YouTube that is the Del Webb and Lakewood Ranch, and it's actually an early video. It shows you their model homes, which the Del Webb there is completely built out. So it's about 7 years old now. There is no new construction in there, so it's all resales. But I wanted to go through the video, show you things, and actually answer questions for you about what homes are like, just everything. What's the clubhouse like? What are the amenities? How much does it cost? Da da da. Now, I can't tell you particular prices of homes because everything's priced a little differently, but I can answer every other question for you about what's happening in this particular Del Webb. Now we've got the Del Webb that's also located in Parrish. It's about 2.5 years old now. Three and a half, maybe 4 years of construction to do there. So lots of opportunity for new construction if that's what you want. So let's walk through this video and I can talk to you about things in the community. So this particular home that they're showing here, these are the original models that they had. This particular one right here was the most popular. It was called the Summerwood. It's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 car garage with a den. All of them are great room plans. All of them either have a pool if the particular that owner decided to put a pool in, or they have room for a pool. Now, you can see that this is the model. It's landscaped in front of the garage. So obviously that's taken out. And you can see that their paver walkway up to the house, paver driveway, and then your lanai area will also be pavers. So let's follow this through here. Gated security 24 hours a day. Now it's manned from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 7 to 7, one or the other. And then if you can see this little electronic box right here, after 7 o'clock at night, then they have to be buzzed in. So in other words, people pull up, they say, hey, we're going to go back to John Bice's house. They call John Bice to make sure that you're expecting somebody, and then they let them in. But during the day, it's manned, and that's how they let people in. So walking trails within Lakewood Ranch, there are 100 miles of walking trails within Lakewood Ranch. All of the roads will have bike lanes on it. This is within the Del Webb, so it doesn't have a bike trail, but any of the roads within Lakewood Ranch have bike trails. Biking is very, very popular here. Lakewood Ranch is not a community like the Villages where you're totally locked in to their restaurants, their entertainment, their whatever, which I have people contacting me every day wanting to bail out of the Villages because the restaurants aren't as good anymore, that this is all that. So you cannot golf cart to all these areas, but it's a short drive to get to any of them. So within your community, within your Del Webb, yes, you're absolutely going to golf cart over to the restaurant, golf cart over to the clubhouse for sure. Okay, this is the clubhouse right here. I've heard different sizes, 21,000, 23,000 square feet, but it is amazing. I mean, everything that you can think of inside. They've got areas for people to play cards. They've got game rooms like with pool tables, ping pong tables, beautiful workout area, which we'll show you in just a second. They've got a display kitchen there for events. They've got a dance floor. They've got an in-house band for the holidays, like coming up, like for New Year's Eve and things like that. You can see over here are the tennis courts and the pickleball courts. And then over on this side are the bocce ball courts. So absolutely an amazing community. This is the inside of the clubhouse. This is when you just walk in. Sorry, that stop didn't go very well, but this is when you walk in. This takes you out to the pools right here. This is where the dance floor is when they have events. They have gas fireplaces inside here. And right to the left here is where the actual person is that is the kind of events coordinator person, full-time events coordinator person. So you can see the game rooms that they have, fireplaces. This whole area can be divided for different type of events. They have partitions that will come across here. So you could divide this off, you could divide this off, that area could be divided off, but most of the time it's just wide open. This is the kitchen back here for events, as I said. Pool area is spectacular. There's the kitchen. And usually they have things like potluck dinners for like New Year's or whatever, 4th of July. They'll have events like luau's out around the pool. So, and they'll just have food everywhere. So really pretty cool. This is the workout area. It's better than the gym that I pay a lot of money to go to. And this is part of your monthly fees. So you can see they've got all kind of ellipticals, all kind of equipment to work out with, kettlebells, free weights, TVs everywhere, treadmills. And they've also got Pilates and yoga rooms. They've got bicycles for spin classes. They've got it all. And within the community, there are trainers that if you want to hire a personal trainer, you can do that as well. So pretty cool. It's usually crowded early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And then during the day, it looks just like this. Every time I'm in there with clients, there's usually 2 or 3 people in there working out. So you do not have to worry about getting time to work out. Okay, there's a yoga room, Pilates room, whatever you want to call it. They've got a arts and crafts area. Here's the game room that I told you about with pool tables. They've got ping pong tables. This is normally packed with ladies doing playing cards and things. This is the pool area. Pretty amazing, actually. So this pool over here is a lap pool to exercise in. And then this is a lagoon style heated pool. And this is where they play water volleyball, all kinds of events going on. These are fire pits that are going off at night. This is the community restaurant. So you can grab sandwiches, you can grab drinks and hang out around the pool. Very, very nice. There's the walk-in area for the pool. That's down where they play water volleyball right over here. There's a jacuzzi over here. There you go. There's the jacuzzi, restaurants over here, the pool area, the clubhouse, the tennis courts and pickleball courts are over here. Pretty amazing, I have to say. Beautiful community. There's your exercise pool. If you're into swimming laps, there's a huge jacuzzi that they have. Fire pits again. This is a very big lake area right behind the clubhouse and everything. Just a beautiful view. So if you want to hang out here and have lunch or dinner, you can do that. And just relax. So the restaurant, there it is. That's the inside of the restaurant. There's your pickleball and tennis courts. I just sold a home in there to some clients this year. Hard True, I believe, is the name of the courts for tennis. Not a tennis player, not familiar with it, but they were very excited that they had those particular type of tennis courts. So, and of course, everybody's into the pickleball now, so they've got the pickleball courts as well. There's your bocce outdoor area. That's the restaurant. So really, really a nice area. Now we get into the home where you're going to live. So they're all great room plans like this. Now this particular one used to be called the Pinnacle. At the new Del Webb, they call it the Stellar. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath with a den, 2,488 square feet. So it's going to show you some of the options to do in this house, and I'll stop it as we go along. So some of the big things that you could do. Now, this is actually a different model home. So the flooring is something that people chose during new construction. Light fixtures, cabinets they chose. Was it granite all the way up to quartz? So there's a number of things that people could have done during new construction. Or if you choose to go to the Del Webb that's in Parrish, you can have the same options. Now, if you see this right here, these are pocketing sliding glass doors that open up the whole entire back of the house. And again, we're back into the Pinnacle Stellar model. Great room plan, huge, huge kitchen bar area here, pantry. Most of them are going to have stainless steel appliances. It's a gas community, so you're going to have a gas range, gas stove, and a gas water heater. Okay, back to a different model. There's your gas stove. Now, it just depends on what the particular home that's on the market has. Some people went with the white, which is very, very popular, did tile backsplash, white cabinets here, quartz countertops, stainless steel appliances, may have done the wine cooler and things over here. That was very, very popular. Now, you're going to have people who may not have gone with light and bright. They may have gone with darker cabinets, but you're in a resale situation. So it can be resurfaced or painted. And also going up to the Del Webb and Parrish, you can build your own home and choose all these things. Okay, as I said, a den. Now, I think this was something that they did in the model. I don't think this is actually something that you could do now aftermarket. You could definitely do that, but that wasn't something that they offered. Okay, here's that's the kind of floor. Now here are the doors that I was telling you about that open up this way. So this slides all the way back. This slides all the way back. So this time of year from November through April, these are open all the time, and we're hanging out here. We've got TVs out there. If you've got a pool, if you got a lake view, I mean, it's amazing. Truly an amazing area to entertain or just hang out. If you've got couches out there, whatever you like to do. You can see this particular home, they did it so you could have a outdoor kitchen out there, which is very, very, very popular. There's a view from the back. Now this home was one of the models. Again, this is an amazing pool with walk-ins, jacuzzi. They got waterfalls. That particular pool, I'm not a pool person, but I'm going to tell you probably at least $100,000 to do this type of pool where you have the walk-in area, the jacuzzi, the waterfalls and all that. Okay, so now they're rolling over to, this is the one of the main street areas that we have within Lakewood Ranch. So shopping, restaurants, places to go have coffee. They'll have playgrounds for the kids, everything. So we're about 11 miles from the beaches, Lido Key, Siesta Key, Longboat Key. Perfect because we're not in a flood zone, storm zone. So very, very good. Very close to I-75. These are the models again. Very dog friendly area. Now they do have certain restrictions on dogs. If you're a Rottweiler, pit bull person, probably not going to be in one of these communities. But if you're a golden retriever, labradoodle type of person like we are, then you're more than welcome. This is the Main Street area. So first Fridays of every month, we have a couple of these in Lakewood Ranch, the Main Street areas. They'll have concerts. They'll have just all kinds of things going on First Fridays. The restaurants are all out on the streets, on the curbs, serving drinks and food. It's really, really pretty amazing. Okay, Polo Grill. There's a movie theater. Lakewood Ranch Hospital is right in the middle of Lakewood Ranch. I believe it's 275 beds, and they're actually expanding it. But don't worry about medical coverage here. Every kind of doctor that you could possibly think of is located in Lakewood Ranch. Now, somebody's going to have some kind of special doctor and go, oh, well, you said every doctor. Well, let's go 99% of every kind of doctor that you can possibly need. And if you can't get it in Lakewood Ranch, then you can go down to Doctors Hospital, Sarasota Memorial. We have Manatee Memorial. And if it's something really catastrophic, you can go over to Tampa General, which is an absolutely amazing hospital. Okay, there's a University Town Center. That's our mall area where all the newest restaurants are. UTC is fantastic, especially this time of year where it's all lit up and everything. It's amazing. Cheesecake Factory, Capitol Grill, Brio, just really, really, really nice. There's our beaches. Again, 11 miles away, which is a good thing because we're not in a flood zone. We're not in a storm surge area. So Siesta Key, which is one of the #1 beaches in the whole entire country. Lido Key, which is right behind St. Armand Circle. Longboat Key, which is primarily homes and condos, but there are public beaches out there as well. So just a beautiful area where you can take your bikes out and take them on your car, park somewhere, and then go just cruise around if that's something that you like to do. Van Wezel, performing arts is huge here. The Ringling Museum is here. The Ringling School of Art and Design is here. Just a very cultural area. The Van Wezel, you'll have concerts there, all kinds of entertainment. And if it's not something that comes through Van Wezel, if it's a larger concert, we're about 45 minutes to an hour over to Tampa, where we have areas for concerts. Of course, Tampa Stadium is where they have the huge outdoor concerts, but we also have Amalie Arena where the Tampa Bay Lightning play, and just amazing concerts that come through there as well. It was just talking about the airports. So Sarasota does have an airport. Now my in-laws fly in from New Jersey right into Sarasota. Very, very convenient. So that's from Lakewood Ranch, literally like 15 minutes away. If you can't get a flight in there, then driving over to Tampa International is about an hour. Very easy drive. Tampa International is probably the best airport that I've ever flown into or out of. Amazingly well organized and super easy to navigate and get out of there. So this is the entrance to the Del Webb in Lakewood Ranch, obviously. So there you go. So there are a lot of answers about things that people are constantly asking me about. So if I miss anything that is important to you, please let me know. I want to help you find the exact community where you want to live for your activity level. If you're going to be a snowbird, if you're going to retire here, we want to find the exact spot that you want here in the Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Parish, Venice area. We can do that. We can schedule a Zoom call. I'll get a lot of information from you about what's important to you, not only the size of the home, the price of the home, the HOA fees, what you want in a living lifestyle here in Paradise. Okay? I can answer any questions about this area. I'm a Florida native. I've been here my whole entire life, and I look forward to helping you find your home here in Paradise. Thanks.